So recently I created a video about how we used Google Ads to optimize paid media campaign for an e-commerce brand that sells jewelry, and how we use approach to optimize their campaigns and all. But recently I got some feedbacks about the fact that not many people actually understand these metrics. So I decided to create another video where I'll walk you through all the common metrics that you need to know and have at the back of your mind if you are running a marketing campaign, if you are working with an agency or a freelancer. These are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind, because the idea is that if you are working with an agency, or maybe you partner with a marketing company, and you don't have this concept at the back of your mind, you will not really be able to measure the tractions and the effectiveness of those campaigns. So that's exactly why I have created this video for you, and you are going to be learning a whole sum from this video. So let's jump straight into my screen and let me start. So you need to understand that the potential of your business is actually determined by how much you are able to grab these metrics, because they are very key to the success of your business growth. So among the metrics that I'm going to be talking about includes the revenue, customer acquisition costs, and a lot more that we are going to be seeing in the next slide. So now the first one is the revenue. This is like the lifeblood of your business, and it's what actually helps you to understand the stage of your business, because sometimes you need to pivot your business model. Think of it like every business should have a unique differentiation, like a unique selling point. For example, one of the common differentiation points is maybe speed, or maybe you have a pricing point that is advantage that many of your competitors do not have, or maybe you have the quality with which you actually deliver that product or service, or maybe how luxurious your product is. So those are the things that you actually want to use to differentiate your business model from others. So the revenue that you are getting from a specific business model is what actually helps you to determine if that specific method of differentiation is working. And sometimes you might even realize that there is a need for you to pivot that model into something different. So these are the things that helps you to make the overall decision of your business. So that's what revenue does for you. If you are not getting the right revenue, then you need to start considering how to improve. But you don't just make a single decision based on revenue alone. There are many other things that you need to consider as well, such as the customer acquisition cost. The customer acquisition cost is very crucial, because it is what helps you to balance how much you are spending and how much your business is growing. So it reflects the total cost to acquire a new customer. So when you are spending like $1,000 on advertising and you are getting, let's say, just one single customer, you understand? That means the whole ad spend that you put into that campaign that gets you just that one customer is how much it costs you to acquire that customer. So you need to determine what that customer is worth to your business, what that customer is purchasing, how much profit is it bringing. For example, you spend $1,000 to acquire a single customer, and eventually that person makes a purchase that is worth about $2,000 eventually, and from it you have a profit of like $500. That means you actually spent $1,000 and you were able to actually make a profit of like $500. So you need to start rethinking and start understanding how much you need to start pivoting or improving your advertising campaign and making it better in terms of optimization. It's okay to start from the very low end, but you need to have this CAC at the back of your mind and understand when you need to take optimization very seriously and when you need to start aborting some of the ad campaign. And also the conversion rate. The conversion rate is how much people you are actually able to convert into paying customers eventually. Let's say you get a traffic of like 1,000 to your website at a specific period of time, and among them you get maybe like 100 leads. From those 100 leads, you're able to get one paying customer from them. Your conversion rate is how much traffic you actually attracted divided by how much conversion you were able to make. So you need to make this division to be able to come up with the certain number of ways with which you can actually improve your conversion rate. And there are several ways with which you can actually improve your conversion rate. Number one of them is understanding your audience. There's something that we call message market fit. You need to know the right messaging, because if you are speaking in the kind of tone that your business, your target audience understand, you are more likely to convert them into paying customers than when you are using a very strange tone, a means of communication with them. So what you want to do is to do a proper research, do a very good background check on what kind of message they use, what kind of platform they use. Because if you are selling B2B, for example, or your offer is B2B, you need to use more of LinkedIn, you need to use more of platform like Instagram as well. But if you are selling products for like teenagers, then you need to consider platform like TikTok and Instagram as well, and platform that actually resonates with a lot more of Gen Zs and teenagers and all. So those are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind. Then another way is to optimize your landing page. Sometimes you are funneling people to your WhatsApp. It's not really the best idea. You need to consider maybe if it's working, but everything has to do with experimentations. If you funnel people to your landing page, maybe your website landing page or your WhatsApp, you need to experiment. okay, which one is giving you the better version. When you try this with 1,000 traffic, how much conversion were you able to make? When you try your website landing page with another 1,000 group of traffic, how much conversion were you able to make? Those are the things that you need to use to improve your conversion rate. Then finally, then as well, you need to use effective call to action. There are call to action that actually drives the needle. Sometimes I have seen that in some of my emails, using the call to actions like learn more is much more likely to convert people than buy now. So it's really very helpful sometimes to help people to understand your product, especially if they are cold audiences. So it depends on the segment and the categories of audience that you are reaching out to that determines the call to action that is going to be most effective. So you need to make a balance between these strategies and experiment accordingly. Then you need to analyze and iterate. You need to regularly review your metrics to refine strategies to boost your conversion and performance overall. And also you need to understand customer lifetime value against your customer acquisition cost. So this helps you to learn how the worth of your customers and how much they are actually costing you. Think of customer lifetime value as something that predicts the long-term revenue of your business. If you have a business, for example, now, and you run a marketing campaign, and in that marketing campaign you realize that you were able to actually spend about $1,000 in advertising, and that person buys a product of $2,000, and you made a profit from that $2,000. Your net profit is about $500, and that person comes back again next month to buy, because now they know about your business. They comes back again next month to buy. They comes back again after 3, 4, 5 months. That means the overall worth of that customer to your business is how much they eventually buy over that period of time. So you don't judge it based on how much they buy at that initial point, maybe that first point of contact when they actually made that initial purchase. You need to know how much they actually buy over the time and how effective they are to your business in terms of revenue and the value that they bring. So you use this lifetime value to predict long-term revenue and enhance your customer retention strategies, and also informs the right marketing budget. Because if somebody is actually worth about $500 to your business now, and you spend $1,000 to acquire them, and over the time they come back repeatedly 4 times and they buy a product of similar $500, that means they have made a purchase of $2,000, and you don't just judge them based on the fact that you made that initial investment of $1,000 and they made a purchase of $500. You need to consider the overall lifetime value. Okay, they come back 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and the eventual revenue that we're able to make from them is about $2,000. So that's how you kind of understand these numbers and use it to make your informed decisions. And also the customer acquisition cost consideration that you need to have is to understand it helps you to understand your investment per customer, and it helps you to balance marketing and sales efforts, and helps you to evaluate the profitability of each and every customer. And also by understanding your ROI, you are going to be driving an ROI as well. So now talking about ROI is very key to the success of your business, because it is ROI that shows you the effectiveness of your investment in generating profit. A higher ROI also indicates more profitable investment strategy and what direction you need to start taking with your marketing campaign. And also by monitoring ROI, you are able to identify the areas with which you need to improve your spending, and also it helps you to consistently track and guide your future business decisions. So those are the things that you also need to have at the back of your mind. So if you are discussing with your marketing team, your marketing partner, these are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind. So understanding these marketing metrics for your business is very crucial to success, because it is what gives you the opportunity to analyze what spots your business is actually taking and what opportunities you have. Sometimes your business is at a startup phase. Do you need to actually start thinking a scaling up business, or you need to remain at that startup level? Or sometimes is your business now getting mature, or sometimes your business might even be declining. It might be in a declination phase. You need to understand these metrics to be able to determine what direction to go. So as a business owner, as somebody who is actually overseeing business strategies, these are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind. And also it helps you to optimize your strategies, and it gives you insight into the behavior of your customers, and also it enables you to use the right business model and tailor your marketing strategies in a way that will actually resonate with your target audience and drive the right engagement and profit. So the final advantage that you actually have with understanding your marketing metric is the improvement of your budgeting. Sometimes the accurate metrics helps in allocating resources effectively. Sometimes you have a business model that is not giving you the right profit. You need to understand it and know which one is getting you the right model, which you can invest a lot more in. So thank you, and I believe with this very brief insights, you have been able to understand how studying your metrics is very essential for driving your business business success, you can now grab how these key marketing and business metrics can make informed decisions to help you to optimize your strategies and ultimately help you to drive the substantial growth that you need in your business. So all these are information that you need to have at the back of your mind. So when you are speaking with your marketing team, when you are discussing with investors, these are the things that you need to also have at the back of your mind and be able to actually convince a third party or yourself that okay, you're actually on the right path and you can make a very substantial traction. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.